evening, everybody. My name is Redneck Scott, alongside Mr. Davion Bussey. There is no one else actually currently on at this point, which is really kind of funny because the topic that we have for the show tonight, celebrating 50 years of hip hop, which the anniversary just passed, was suggested by Ryan, who is in fact not here.
Here.
Yes, so we're going to basically roast the snot out of him for that one until basically Ryan gets here, and then possibly input afterwards.
And how the heck are everybody doing?
Yes, how the hell are you?
All right, just to let y'all know, this is the first time I didn't suggest 50 years of hip hop.
Yeah, I know. We got three really redneck looking guys on this show, and one of them suggested, you know what, let's do 50 years of hip hop there. So we're going to be talking basically some of the movies out there, you know, from some of the more serious stuff like Menace to Society, right, Juice Boys, and things like that, to things like Don't Be a Menace to South Central, Friday, and then, of course, basically every white guy. And then every white guy's go to 8 Mile. But we'll be talking about that all the way through. But in the meantime, man, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Well, how are you?
I are fine. Because right now my wife is actually, well, let's see. My wife is currently in Maine for a couple of weeks. So I sort of have like half the house to myself. And my mother-in-law is upstairs probably watching Perry Mason, and falling asleep to it. So we're down basically one person in this house. So it's a little bit different in this case. I'm not going to mind. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be talking a little bit of that. We're going to be talking some. How do I put? You know what? Let's just start with this. I kind of feel like I just want to address this right off the bat.
Oh, no problem.
So Snoop, since we're talking hip hop, and when it comes to things like hip hop and rap, there are very, very few people in this world who personify rap music and R&B and things like that more than Snoop Dogg. I think basically you can see someone like that and you can look at it and be like, okay, yeah, his odd friendship with Martha Stewart aside, let's leave that out. That's just odd bedfellows and that. This, by the way, I just want to open this up full screen. This is Doggyland. This is the kid show that Snoop has, where he actually teaches education and value as the rapping purple dog to his left. I just want to get some thoughts here if you got them.
I would say this: Snoop Dogg is a entrepreneur.
Yes,
no doubt about it. If it's any worse than him wrestling The Miz at WrestleMania and doing that god awful people's elbow.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That video. That image went meme worthy so much. But you know what? He can still bring it. I give him credit on that.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But knowing him, he probably gonna profit the crap out of this Doggyland.
Dude, I've said for years that one of the biggest things you can do out there is make like those really, really annoying kid songs like Johnny Needs to Poop or Baby Shark or anything like that, that the kids play it on loop. The parents have it burned into their skull in their sleep. I've always said that there's a lot of money to be made and stuff like that, and the sheer ad nauseum replay value of it. Snoop, is the kind of guy who would get in on something like that. I could see it a little bit. But it's still bizarre as hell.
I will say this.
I mean, I got bitches in the living room getting it on, and they'll be there till 6 a.m. And oh yeah, by the way, Doggyland.
I will say this. I think my god sister, was not into Baby Shark.
Okay.
I think I probably would have basically grabbed a knife and stabbed myself in the brain. Real talk.
Yeah, I mean.
It's not a suicide comment. It's just basically insanity worthy.
I don't know. You look at some of the things out there, and you got to kind of wonder a little bit what you can do with it. I mean, okay, if you can see it right here, this is the most viewed YouTube videos out there since inception.
I called it Baby Shark.
Oh yeah, Baby Shark is at 13 billion. Next up is Despacito, 5 billion behind that, and Johnny Yes Papa. Okay, but Bath Song is a kid one there. Wheels on the Bus, phonics songs in 2 words. I mean, look at the sheer replay value of all of these things.
Wait, Uptown Funk?
Yeah, okay. You know what? Like that. I mean, I like fine. But yeah, Gangnam Style was I think the first one ever to go break a billion. Roar by Katy Perry's in there. Axel F by okay. But I mean, you look at just the sheer volume of like the top 2 out of 3 are kids songs.
Yeah.
That amount for almost 20 billion views on YouTube. And impacting between is Despacito. I mean, you look at something like this, and you look at somebody like Snoop Dogg, and you're like, okay, you know what? I can see that guy figuring out a way to make money on this.
Yeah.
Because Snoop, amazingly enough, you remember when basically people used to mock Shaq for doing like every commercial under the sun?
Yeah.
Papa John's and Athlete's Foot and all this kind of stuff. Snoop kind of went the same way, and not just Corona, but he did something for like dog treats or something in there too. And it blows my mind a little bit to see this. Also, because honestly, that animation is really not that great.
Yeah. But you know what? It may not be great for us, but it's probably going to be great for the children.
Yeah, but what happens when the kids get older? And they start thinking like, I like that Snoop Dogg. I want to listen to some of his other stuff. It's like, no, you're not old enough. Why? He's in Doggyland. No.
You don't want to hear Gin and Juice.
No, I know, right?
Gin and Juice.
I mean, you got Gin and Juice, you got all that kind of stuff. And I look at Doggyland, and like I said, give him credit on this. The dude's probably making stupid YouTube bank on this. But it's like, it's kind of like, do you remember when Eddie Murphy decided to do kids films? And okay, first he had like the Clumps, but then he went like Pluto Nash and like some of the really weird ones there. This is that times like 20 because it's freaking Snoop.
Yes.
Hey, Ryan, by the way, hi.
Hey, Ryan. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the party, pal.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 I just felt like, yeah. I mean, like I said, give him credit on that. He knows how to make money, and I'd love to see if some of the stuff could possibly overtake some of the stuff that's already up there. Like I said, Baby Shark and Johnny. But if anybody could do it, he could.
He probably could pull it off. It's Snoop.
Yeah.
Remember, he did Gin and Juice.
Yeah, I know.
He made Gin and Juice a new thing. He made it.
There's I don't know if you ever saw it, but there's a YouTube channel called There I Ruined It, which kind of does this mashup of like let the bodies hit the floor with like old timey jazz, and it really works. And they did that to Gin and Juice, and Snoop listened to it. And at first, you can see the confusion in his face about what he's listening to.
Yeah.
And then after like 10 seconds, he's like, screw it, I'm just going to sing along to this. Why not? But that video exploded. Why? Because it's very simply, it's just Snoop.
Exactly.
That man could narrate an IRS tax audit, and people would be like, I'm listening to the shit out of this.
Yeah. So much drama in the LB.
All right, listen. You got a 1040 right now. That's what you get. I can't even do a Snoop accent. I shouldn't even try. That's what we need AI for.
Wait, whoa. Pause. Did Ryan say fascism my nizzle?
Well, he's got the.
I didn't say that. Snoop said that.
I know, but you third party it.
By the way, Ryan, what are you drinking right now? There's a reason I'm asking.
Oh, I am drinking E-Boost Super Fuel.
Okay. So it's non-alcoholic in this case. All right, there's 1 out of 3 that's not drinking alcohol in this.
Yeah. No. When you have free money at CVS, you go ahead and try new things.
Free money. Is that the word? Is that how you say it? Money? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's money.
Wait, I don't know. I don't know that word.
Free money.
Of course.
So, all right. Anyway, I just, like I said, I wanted to break that out and just give a general WTF to that. But Ryan, welcome in. You were, we chose this topic based on your suggestion, so thank you for that. You want to take us off?
Yes. First of all, apologies for being late. I was doing a recording of Settle the Score with Matt Nost, which will be probably coming out later on this week. I'll definitely post that up for everyone to see. Basically, it's a movie trivia show based upon scores and soundtracks. I will not tell you how I did.
What's that?
You will have to watch and see.
You definitely placed somewhere, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I'll connect you with the host. Sure.
Dude, I'd love to do that.
He's already familiar with me from other stuff that we've done with other people.
Yeah, I mean, I've known you for like 6 years.
But yeah, so yeah. But so yeah, apologies if my thing's a little choppy. It's probably a little heated at the moment.
There's a little chop, but we
are celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Yes.
Here, across the world, mostly in America, where you could say it originated. And since we are films and television, we got to talk about the hip hop films and their impact, not just on the culture, but on us viewing, because there are some great films that you probably wouldn't think are just like hip hop movies, but considering the actors, the music style involved, it fits all in. It's all part of the culture. And I know I'm the white guy saying that. I understand. But
dude, I'm wearing dude, can anybody look more redneck here than me right now?
I mean, you are wearing plaid, and
I mean, but
your head is bent in somewhat.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, I got the red neck, the white hair, and the blue collar shirt. So I'm red, white, and blue.
I just got the same color.
They just like whatever.
But all right, Ryan, I'm going to let you kind of run with this a little bit on the grounds that I know you had specific things you want to run with. So, sir, the floor is yours.
Well, at first, I think when you're thinking about hip hop, obviously you're thinking about like the rappers, the musicians that really made it like a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, as far as like hip hop movies, some of the more autobiographical movies have certainly made, I'd say, a strength for the genre. Right. So you have things like Straight Outta Compton talking about NWA. You've got All Eyes on Me talking about Tupac. 8 Mile. Certainly for Eminem's sake. That was probably like the first real one. I was like, okay, now I'm interested in the life and stories behind these people. To a lesser extent, I would say Get Rich or Die Trying, because 50 Cent is just funny.
But there are.
But I think,
But then there's other films.
Jittery.
I'm sorry. But then there's other films that actually made the platform and started the evolution of hip hop in film. Like Juice, Boys in the Hood.
Oh yeah.
What's the other one? Oh, Do the Right Thing.
Would you consider Menace?
Yeah, well, that anything that basically was parodied in the Wayans film kind of works in this case.
And if you want to go animated, Baby's Kids.
Oh God,
I love that film. Do not.
Okay. By the way, did you ever listen to the trailer? I mean, okay, my knowledge of Baby's Kids largely came about initially from what I learned. When I first learned about it, it came about through Nostalgia Critic. So I'm going to basically call my idiocy in that face right off the bat. But when you listen to the trailer, it's like Baby's Kids. It's animation. It's like, it's animated. What? It's just it's animation. It's like, okay, cool, all right.
Wait. When they had the rap in this, oh my God! Even though this was like, this should be an, oh my God, Jawbreaker, the Candy Taker. I never stick to not a Jewel Shaker, original man with a strange land. You never saw my butt on American Ants. Sorry.
American Bandstand.
I know. I just paused.
But don't forget, Baby's Kids. Very, very important right now.
Matter of fact, pause.
Yeah, they don't die, they multiply.
Yes.
I think a whole generation of kids at a certain age just, they latched onto that because it was probably like, it was the culture, it was like the hip hop rap stuff that our parents didn't want us to listen to, but it made it for them so it was palatable and we could get away with it.
It's rap for kids. Yeah. Kind of like.
Yeah, you talk about Snoop Dogg doing stuff for the kids and everything. I mean, this predated it quite a bit, and it's pretty much in the same vein.
Well, I think here's the thing. I think this was like 91, 92, something like that, Babyface Kids.
Roughly, yeah. It was around the same time that In Living Color was still around. And I know this because the animation that preceded Babyface Kids, the Itsy Bitsy Spider, James Carey doing one of the voices for the animation.
Well,
so
James
before he became Jim.
James Carey, he was the one, he was the one white guy on In Living Color, and it was funny.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to him.
I don't know. I heard he did some movie called 13 and something with Race Memories with Kate Blanchett. I don't know. I don't know. And something where he was born out of the ass of a rhino. So, but it's funny because you look at Babyface Kids 30 years after. I knew he was going to get that. I knew he was going to get that. I knew he was going to bring that out and be like,
I have a copy of it too. I just didn't want to go and grab it.
Hey, listen, Day, let me ask you something. How old were you? We checked that. We already checked. This movie came out in 1992. How old were you when this came out?
1992. I was born in 86.
Okay, so 6.
Yeah.
It was basically, here's the thing. Me, when this came out, when I was 15, 16 years old, I never listened to music. I was hardcore listening to politics and talk radio and really, really just stupid things when I was a kid. I grew out of it. But it was funny because I never really cared about Babyface Kids because I didn't care about music, So you and I were, we're from different worlds on that part of it.
Yeah.
Different world than where you came from or where you come from. But wait, hang on. Let me do this right. There. Just hold it right there.
This is how you know I'm a nerd.
Shine on.
I just took a screenshot of that, by the way.
This is how you know nostalgia in my house is like for real.
But yeah, I mean,
I will say it was very capable as a musical. Like, I guess it was trying to be like Disney, but obviously it wasn't.
It was like a hood.
You look at it now, and it has
a little more of an edge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't remember exactly who the
things that aren't there.
I don't really remember anything about the guy or the storyline or anything like that.
I will break it down.
Well, yeah, it's Robin Harris. The late Robin Harris, and this was
comedian.
His shtick.
The last movie he did was Babyface Kids, but he never got to finish it. The original movie that he finished was House Party.
Okay.
Yeah,
because he was the father. He was Kid's father, and then he died from, I think, a heart attack or something.
It was something heart and blood related. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a blood pressure thing or not,
but he was well known as a stand-up comedian, and he was hilarious. And for him to basically have his legacy known for House Party and this is truly nostalgic.
Well, House Party we can probably touch on in this, here too as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because
all three of them. Not the new one.
No, only 1 and 2. Only 1 and 2. 3 doesn't count. 3 is
the same thing.
Whoa. Why doesn't 3 count?
3 was a nightmare. No. 3
not in Beverly Hills Cop 3, by the way. That doesn't exist either.
No. Beverly Hills Cop 3 does exist. I do like that. Yes.
No, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as Wonder World. Wonder World does not exist. And I have zero faith in Beverly Hills Cop 4, which is apparently happening.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah, after seeing Coming to America.
Oh yeah, that was horrible,
dude.
People got on me about this. How dare you?
I feel about the original one, about how much I straight up, Coming to America is like in my top 3 favorite comedies of all time.
Yeah.
It was on last night, cropped to shit because obviously it's broadcast. But it was still, it's like I said, it's one of those things that like defines the 80s because of the fact that, you know, it has a story, but also has that. I've noticed the difference between movies now and movies then. Movies now don't give the level of hope and feel goodery that movies in the 80s did. You know, this is the thing, you know, basically back in that era, you know, the Rocky movies or any of the Stallone stuff, over the top, you know, Commando, even the action film, you know, or Karate Kid, they had this sense of hope, about this sense of, you know, feel goodness about the future, which now doesn't exist. That's why Ted Lasso went over so well, because it reminded people so much of what like having hope can be like. And like to quote Rao from Fist of the North Star, the movie, you know, if people have hope, hope is unhealthy. So,
Ryan, you have any comments?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting off my soapbox.
Come on, say it.
What?
I thought you had a comment. You was.
No, I was just listening. I was being polite.
It's funny because he's a little choppy right now. I don't know if actually he's hearing this or not.
Well, I don't know why I'm so choppy. I mean, my signal's good.
You're
Look,
getting
I had
better,
this
by the
whole
way.
issue with the last show I was on.
It is getting better. I'll say that.
Yeah,
But
it is getting better.
it is 100% getting better. It's probably, you know, initially it was really rough, but you're getting there. But honestly, the people that listen to this don't really care too much about what we look like. They kind of listen in more what we have to say. So,
right.
And I'm watching the numbers right now, as the numbers just dropped after I said that.
But Baby's Kiss is one of those nostalgic films that it's member berries.
Okay.
You can't, like, it's certain things in this film that brings out a lot of tropes, a lot of stuff that you're going to remember. Like even when one of the kids get kidnapped into it and it was a bunch of robots.
Mm-hmm.
And then the ones that they bully wound up rapping and saying, give him the tools he needs. Freedom! Freedom!
Okay.
Well, yeah, the simple fact that they were being defended by Abraham Lincoln. I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to dial in here. Being prosecuted by Nixon.
But who can say that this film is not?
It's like there's layers. There's layers.
Yeah. So now let's go to House Party. House Party. Come on, House Party.
Okay.
Because we're starting with the film that basically started.
I think you might have to tell Scott which one is House Party.
No, I was actually trying to decide which image I want to run with. And by the way, I picked the wrong one because it's really, really hard to do this based on the size of how everyone is. So there, we'll do that one set.
That's Kitten Play, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little bit of education for you. See, these are rappers that knows how to get down in the boogie back in the 80s. If you know what I mean.
You sound like Jamaican right there.
Dave, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, technically I am. But
are you?
I know. I feel like naming him Dexter St. Jacques or something. I don't know what he's doing.
I feel like drop kicking him. But anyway, House Party is one of those classic films that you cannot stop watching. It's about a group of friends. One of them got in trouble because he got expelled suspended because a bunch of bullies was bullying him. And the main friend was throwing a house party. House party.
A house party, by the way.
Yeah,
so what say like this, darling. Yes.
You gotta love these parties.
A residential shit.
Much hullabaloo to be had by this, by the way. I just want to point that out. Much hullabaloo. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, let's bring the elf in.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, this is going to tie into something. I'll be honest.
A mansion
I 100% forgot this, which is that, this is 100% my fault because I forgot.
Yeah.
But I told Rob to dress the part today. Before we decided that this is 1,000% on me. Before we decided that we were going to do the hip hop and everything like that. Last week, if you remember, I told
you did.
Rob
to
dress like that.
The dress up.
Oh God, I am so sorry. Oh, dude.
Hey, wait. Can you break dance as an elf?
Not right now.
That's all we need to know.
Yes,
We're going to-
I have slid in this costume and danced. Yes.
All right.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
So, have you ever been to a house party before
No.
in an elf outfit?
I've been to a Comic-Con party. Woo woo.
Can we count that, ladies and gentlemen?
No.
Ryan?
No.
Can we count that? Ryan?
I think we can because if it's
That
the house
is not
of
a
the
pajama
con-
jammy
Oh,
jam,
okay.
no.
We can't count that. We
I
can't.
was the big fat ugly loser growing up in school, so I was never invited to any house parties.
No.
But I read about them on the internet.
Yeah, no. If we would have had you with some dreadlocks and you would have been in some pajamas, you probably would be getting some women.
You know, the sad thing is, basically, I had back then. I used to have my hair parted to the side, and I
Already
used to-
got a Jerry curl. Look at him.
That's true.
Looking like
yeah, no
Soul
argument.
Glow got on him.
Soul Glow. Oh, Eric LaSalle, you rocking awesome person. You. Again, I'll pull back the Coming to America. Bless you for that one, man.
Oh God, Coming to America is a classic,
Dude,
but
I love that movie. Like I said, it's one of those things that whenever I find it on, I just like stop and leave it on because of what that movie meant to me in so many ways.
yeah.
And I was remotely interested when they decided to do a sequel.
And then
then
when
I
we
saw the
saw it, we
sequel.
was disappointed.
And I decided there was no sequel.
But when we had House Party, this was what
Yes.
hip hop was all about: sneaking in, going to somebody else's house, throwing partying, trying to get some ladies and stuff. And then we go to House Party 2, ladies and gentlemen. I know.
There used to be an app called
A
House
pajama
Party.
jammy jam.
Yeah, well, if there's money to be made in something, they will find a way to make money.
They
in
will
it.
find a way. And then we had House Party 2, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the Pajama Jammy Jam. Yes, the Pajama Jammy Jam. This is when you go to a party, you basically ransack a location, all the fine ladies, and pay tuition. No, that
Dave's
does not
just-
exist.
Blowing out the joy.
This does not exist.
See, there it is. There it is.
It does not exist.
All right, Day, I have to
Yeah.
ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now,
There's Bernie. There's Arsenio. There's all of them.
you said House Party 1 exists, right?
Yeah.
House Party 2 exists, right?
Mhm.
Kid and Play the cartoon show.
Yes, it does exist.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, so why does
God.
House Party 3 not exist then?
Okay, let me put it this way.
'Cause-
There's a bit in
They
Dragon
doesn't
Ball-
like.
Yeah, it kind of reached the end of its comedic rope after
Yeah.
a while, where it was just there as I heard something the other day. It's like, the audience can see through it when you're very clearly doing something as a cash grab. And it's like, okay, we're gonna milk the money teat that is House Party as much as we can do.
Right.
And that became House Party 3.
Okay.
So it's one of those things, like I said, this is all before your time. I mean, geez, I think House Party 3 even came out before you were born.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never even heard of it until today.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Let's put it this way. House Party is not something you would find on PureFlix.
Hey, don't be attacking Pureflix.
Wait.
Um,
Zinga.
We love Pureflix.
so
Oh. But okay, then we go to what's the next film? Do we have to go to a serious or should we go uplifting?
I think
I
probably
don't know. I tried to go serious, and then we spend more time on Bebe's Kids and House Party. It's like
Then we go to,
after we went down the sliding slope.
I mean, there's a lot to work with on both sides of that fence.
matter of fact,
so-
wait, let's go to Boys in the Hood.
All right, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say Menace to
Cuba
Society.
Gooding Jr. classic.
No, but Boys in the Hood first, then Menace to Society.
Fair enough. And then, of course, we know where we're gonna go after that one.
Yeah. All right. Boys in the Hood
Yes.
is like true urban stories, not the Poison, not Baby's Kids, not House Party. It's actually showing the true dramatic lifestyles of what it was in the 80s and 90s, early
Mhm.
90s, trying to find your niche, trying to basically find who you are, even with a gang.
Mhm.
Like you had the athletic, the person that had the grades, and you had the one that was a thug, but they're family. You know, and when it's the hood, things happen. Rival gangs go after people. And this is telling you the true stories of how
People
things,
get shot in alleyways.
you know, these are showing you stories that how it is in South Central LA.
hmm
You know,
And this was also in the era of the LA riots too. Boys in the Hood was what year?
19. Hold on.
91. So okay, it was a year before the
I
LA
was about
riots.
to say 91
Hold on,
too,
hold
but I was like, let me make sure. But yeah, this is part of hip hop.
Yeah.
When you had Brenda Has a Baby by Tupac Shakur,
hmm
had Public Enemy saying screw the police, but really it's the F word.
Fornicate with the police. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
That's the F word you're gonna go with.
yeah. But these are the struggles that,
Coming straight from the underground.
yeah. Then we go to the other film,
Yep.
Menace to Society, all related to the LA and how things go.
Yeah, this one was 2 years afterwards, by the way.
Now I'm gonna throw an honorable mention.
Juice Boys?
No,
Okay.
New Jersey Drive.
No, he's probably going to go with like.
I already said it. Jersey Drive, New Jersey
Are
Drive.
you going where I think you're going with this because of the
Yes.
title?
Yes. Honorable
All right.
mention.
Because for every serious movie, which there were a lot, especially concerning
New Jersey.
LA and the early 90s and the time of it, it's like,
This
yeah. There has to be a
Yeah.
Jersey one.
this has something to do. This had a lot to do with the car break-ins and people stealing people's cars, hot wiring them, driving
I
around.
remember that.
You know, this was how it was in Jersey.
Yes.
You know, I'm not, but this was part of hip hop. You know, it's not saying, oh, this is the negative. Yeah, we have positive too. This is just explaining the struggles, how life was in the city. What's another one? Right?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it seems like a lot of like hip hop movies were really centered on California because that was the sound that was really coming out at the time, whether it was Tupac or Dre or any of them. You know, California love all together. But as far as like East Coast was concerned, you did have things kind of like New Jack City, which definitely played more with like the silly elements of things.
That was more East Coast.
And you started to see there is a difference between East Coast, West Coast. No more fighting. But there was a significant difference in the aspects of how people lived and how people survived.
Right.
Plus, it is a thing when you see a young Chris Rock just bawling his eyes out, crying, all serious. You just find the shorts for that. It'll mess you up. You're like, oh my God. Poor Chris.
And Elf, I'm just going to say this. Elf, no, Step Up does not count.
How does it not?
Wrong era in this case.
Wrong era.
We said 50 years.
Well,
Yeah,
so, I
but-
mean,
And we'll get there. But we're
Yeah,
talking
we'll
movies
get
right
there.
now.
I was just saying in general, does it count?
I would give it. Sure, why not?
We would count it, but we had to start from the beginning.
Exactly.
I
We gotta
know.
work it
That's-
out. I mean,
That's
listen,
why
we
I
haven't even touched
typed
like
it.
8 Mile yet, which by the way, we have to
We ain't
discuss
even
that one
touch
at some
8
point.
Mile. We ain't
Yeah.
even touch Eminem.
I have
That's-
a story about 8 Mile when we get to it, by the way.
That's why I typed it and didn't say it out loud.
Okay. So by the way, just to let everyone know, Rob, Buddy the Elf Manny, left something in the chat asking, by the way, if Step I don't know if he wanted us to let everybody know, but he put it in the chat.
That.
I'm afraid to look.
No, it's okay. It's safe.
Actually,
Yeah.
no. You know what? There is an argument for the Step Up movies.
Yes, I would give it.
I
But
would
There
give
is because
without
when you
breaking-
think about like, well, yeah, that's the thing. Without Break In or Break In 2 or Save the Last Dance or things of that nature that showed a different aspect of the culture, which was more of the dancing element, which you don't really
Mhm.
see too often. It helped incorporate that. I mean, yes, and maybe they
Yeah.
went a little bit overboard with dance movies when it started becoming popular. Like,
Yeah.
the movie
You
T,
Got
we just talked
Served
about
may
that,
have been like the cutoff point.
when
but-
South Park
Wait,
parodied
it was
wait.
there.
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause you right there. You say You Got Served. We don't count anything with that. That does not exist.
if it gets parodied.
That's
by
why
South
I'm saying
Park,
that's the cutoff point. That's when you went too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
Now,
right.
I will
I would
say-
definitely say step up.
You will.
Yeah.
We will allow it.
we shall allow it.
Yeah,
Now, another film that was all. No, we're gonna skip that. We're gonna skip that.
no. We're holding on to that. I was still over in New York
Okay.
City area. All right, because if we were going from New Jack City, we still have to talk about the other big New York movie. Do the right thing.
Okay.
You know, Mr.
Yeah,
Love
go to
ain't
Do
right
the
there
Right
on the
Thing.
cuffs, man.
See, that's
Because I
a
mean, so
cult-
much of that movie has been
cult classic.
Mhm.
classic.
Like Spike Lee did this film on point. Like
Mhm.
I do love my New York pizza though. I do love my New York pizza though.
But Chicago pizza's
But I
better.
think because you think Lee
No, it isn't.
acting,
Mhm.
And
may
the
he
next-
rest Danny Aiello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next film I'm about to put up has something to do
Let
with
me, you know what? Let me back this up for one quick second.
Sure.
Spike Lee. I did something with him, generic BG a bunch of years ago. You know how I have my list of like directors that are just like prime, who get in, get out, like the Steven Soderberghs, the Rob Reiners.
Mm.
Spike Lee 100% is on that list. Crew loves him because he has 8-hour, maybe 9-hour shoot days. He knows what he wants. Couple shots, take it done, get out. He knows what he wants, and he never tires out of film crew. And that's huge because when you have a director, and I'm seeing this sometimes when things come back in, where people are going to start taking 14, 15 hours on a day, it burns out a crew 5 days a week when you're doing 15 hours. His days are regular 35, 40, 45-hour work weeks. And it's very manageable. It's glorious. And additionally, what makes it even better is if the Knicks are home that night, because he pretty much has it in his contract that he has to be able to be done by a specific time so he can actually go to Knicks games. So whatever day we were there, I talked to Crew. Crew's like, we're going to be done by 6 because the Knicks are playing in MSG, and I know he's going to be there. So at 6 o'clock, bam, we were done for the day. Everybody in Crew knew what time they were going to be done that day because he was going to MSG that night, and they loved him on that. Politics, forget none of that. Nobody cared. They just liked having short, concise days and be able to go home to see their families.
Wow.
So kudos, Spike. So anyway,
Kudos to Spike.
yeah.
Then another film that has something to do with education, higher learning.
Oh God, Michael Rappaport in that movie, Jesus.
Movie?
He was a
Higher
problem.
learning.
Oh, okay.
Higher learning.
Yeah, that was Lawrence Fishburne.
Busta Rhymes. Omar Epps, I think.
Yeah, looks like worms.
Yo, that taught us a lot about college.
More so than School Days.
Exactly. Oh, put that down. School days.
Well, I was going to say you sort of missed another one too. What about Dangerous Minds? I mean, granted, it's Michelle Pfeiffer, but would
Yeah.
Dangerous Minds count?
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
School days. Dangerous Minds.
I was gonna think the movie that Dante Basco was in, but I can't think of what that movie was called. It had
Fist of the North Star? Hook?
huh?
Fist of the North
Substitute.
Star?
The substitute.
It was with Dante Basco, which is Prince Zuko, but then it had I think the guy from Spy Kids and Zorro, Antonio Banderas.
Antonio
Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
And Puss in Boots.
Yes.
It was a dance movie or something, and I
Yes.
can't remember what it was called, but it was from early 2000s. Never mind that.
Oh, okay. I think I know which one you're talking about. That one, I don't think I would consider just because, like, it was a different
Okay,
Mhm.
cultural appreciation.
never mind.
By the way, I was talking about the show She's Gotta Have It.
Yeah.
Based on the movie.
What's another good movie? Then we go to the Marlon films, like Don't Be a Menace to South Central.
Well, no, not the Marlon film. Just the one film. Just the one film. All right. We're not tying in Little Man or White Chicks or any of that nonsense.
The movie,
Just this one.
the movie that basically parodied the entire generation, which
Yeah.
probably only they could have gotten away with. Because the guys from In Living Color decided to do this. And you know what? It kind of worked.
And
I
it
will tell you,
did.
it's funny as heck if you try and watch that broadcast now. Because boy, did they cut a lot out of that movie. That entire movie is like 9.5 minutes.
Oh, no. That's why you have to have
Oh,
it on
yes.
hard disk.
Yes.
No downloads, no
IFC
edited
was
versions.
uncut at least, yeah.
We
Do
have
we
a
have a problem?
That was like,
I like that I can do it with my camera because since I'm jittery right now, it's actually making all the movements more
Except you
efficient.
turned green for a split second there.
yeah, you did.
I had
Kinda like-
to match the missile.
Actually, a brighter green. Yeah. So,
Wait.
Yeah, I
And,
think my
what
camera's starting to
about,
wear out over the years.
Oh, can we add superhero films to this?
What's
Blank Man?
that? Shock?
If you're thinking what I think you're thinking, maybe.
I mean, are you talking Blank Man?
No.
Shazam.
No.
No.
No,
That's
he's
House
going a
Party
little
3
bit
right
more
there.
niche.
That's House Party
Not
3, by the
Blank
way.
Man yet, but we got to
No.
go back before Blank Man.
Well, I mean, are you gonna go like blaxploitation films?
No.
He's thinking,
Come on, Ryan.
ain't nobody better. You can't stop it. You can't stop. Ain't nobody better. Ain't nobody better than the Meteor Man.
Bang!
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot. Oh, how did I forget Meteor Man?
Yo,
Oh,
Meteor
dude,
Man was a classic. Robert
feel-
Townsend as a director.
I feel so much shame right now. I am the shame.
Yo, you can't tell me that this had nothing to do with the 50s because God,
Mhm.
50 years of hip hop. Because come on, at the end of the film, you had Cypress Hill, you
Mhm.
had Both Thugs and Harmony, you had, come on. This movie,
I mean, to be fair, before there was Blade, before there was Spawn, before there was Black Panther, this was the only real superhero that you had for black boys and girls and for, people protecting like that inner city.
That's not saying
So-
much, dude.
and it was done really
Look, I'm not
well
saying it's
for-
a great movie, but it still should be recognized.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it was done really well for its time. I ain't saying it was a perfect film because I think if it should have been done it was way ahead of its time. It should have been done now.
There was there was a black superhero before that.
Oh, I already know.
I know you don't.
Yes, I do.
Who is it?
Shaft.
No, actually, no. Shaft was afterwards.
What?
Hammer Man. Hammer.
No,
Hammer Man.
no, we're
Hammer.
not counting
Hammer
Hammer. No, hell no.
Grandpa dipped into the bag.
No, we are not talking about Hammer Man with the goddamn talking shoes. No, we are not doing that.
But he started the 50 years of
God.
hip hop.
Damn.
Dude, I mean,
Started
come on.
that.
Listen, when you think about hip hop, you got to think MC Hammer here.
Yeah, you do.
And MC Hammer had a cartoon show where he was a superhero.
That
Who had
animation was
magical
jankier
shoes.
than my camera right now.
That
All
you
right,
cannot
no.
say, you cannot say Hammerman does not count. You have
He
to.
counts. He
Yes.
counts.
Rob, this is before your time, so I'm not sure if I should give you a vote
Yeah.
on this one. But
Rob is thinking in like, I have no
I was
idea.
like, I regret everything right now. I'm sorry.
No, don't regret. No, Rob, take this as a learning experience.
I just love it. Scott's like dress up as an elf. Then next week, it's got nothing to do with the elf.
I forgot.
great.
I'm sorry. I'm
No.
dealing with this pay-per-view stuff, and I got so many things going on.
No, you're good.
I feel bad. I really feel bad.
It'll tie in the end when we can talk about the convention.
Yes. Okay. Fair.
But Rob, take this as a learning experience because
Yes.
there's a lot more films,
Oh, I
Yeah.
know there is. I'm from Chicago,
and that's a
Really?
good thing.
or that's where I was born.
That's why you're loyal to Chicago style pizza versus New York. Okay.
Exactly.
I'll give
Hey,
you a pass
I
on
went
that
to
one.
Chicago this weekend, and I had Chicago pizza actually being grown up, and oh my gosh, I
It's more like a
died.
cake, really, or like a pie.
It's,
I don't know.
we
And
got,
I had shrimp on my pizza. Thank you.
I'm allergic to
No.
shrimp.
No.
Well, don't knock until you try it.
Honto
Besides
ni-
I'm
today.
allergic.
Sakana,
I said
ora,
besides
honto ni
today.
takai. So
All right. So what's another film? Then we can go to Blink Man.
okay.
Okay, if we're going to talk comedies, you have to talk Friday.
Yes.
Mm.
Right.
Bye, Felicia.
Right?
Thank you. Okay.
Possibly the most
No,
quoted
no.
hip hop
I
movie.
gotta say this line.
I
gotta
literally
say
was
this
quoting
line.
this the other day.
Let me
Davion,
say-
thank you for the love on my comment, by the way.
You're welcome, but I got to say this line. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, and the goddamn refrigerator eating up all the
All
food,
the food.
all the hog maws,
Yeah.
all the chitlins. I want some pig feet. Didn't I tell you to take that garbage outside?
I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep, right? Oh, you ain't gonna fall asleep when I take my belt off and whoop you.
You ever have government cheese? Couldn't take a
Look.
crap for 2 weeks.
Yo,
Anybody that
No,
knows
he never
John
runs to the
Witherspoon's
bathroom.
granddad from Boondock, this is where it started.
Yes. I miss this guy so
Oh my
much.
God! Yes, thank you.
This guy is a legend.
And everything was based. And it's funny because here's the thing: even decades after the fact, I mean, sometimes you have artists who look at this stuff and kind of with a degree of regret. Like, I'm a proper artist. He was always very grateful for all of it. Even like in 2016, 17, 18, things like that, he was still quoting that line to like audiences because it's what they wanted to hear. And he was just all 100% in on all of that, doing like new shoes. And it was like all the stuff that he had done for decades.
Don't nobody go in there for 35,
Yes,
45 minutes.
And it was awesome because he, like I said, he had this degree of gratitude towards it.
Yeah.
And yeah, John Witherspoon, my God, he is far and away my favorite part of all the front. Not Chris Tucker, not Cube, it's him.
Yes. He was the one that actually made Friday.
Yeah. And also,
no, Friday too. Oh no, I gotta go. Woo.
he's sitting there on the toilet with, talking about being a dog catcher. Oh.
Craig.
You're like, I grab a dog.
I'm not joking. Shit out of
But like, bang, bang, bang.
it. I don't want to be a dog. Why not?
Don't make me take off my belt.
God, it's hot as hell down here.
Oh
I'm
my
sweating like a pig.
God. Yo, I miss there's comedians that were in films that basically made
Hey, sorry, I just missed it. I just
hey
saw it.
fella, hey. But there's comedians that like John Witherspoon, Bernie Mac,
Yes.
Red Fox,
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence, yeah. So,
Martin Lawrence.
oh God,
Who else?
such a different generation. You know, I mean, it's funny because
Gregory, not Gregory Hines. The other, oh God,
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah. You know, like I said, you got like what was it? Was it Harlem Nights, the Eddie Murphy one, where it was him, Richard Pryor, and Red Fox?
It was Harlem Nights, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Because he just like really wanted to work with those guys, and it came off Coming to America. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna do it.
I'm not responding to that message you sent.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, let's just put it this way. Rob is of a different generation than
Exactly.
we are. He's a little younger, you know. He is by my personal definition a kid, because if you were born after I was able to legally drink alcohol, you are a kid.
Yes.
This by definition, he is a kid.
It's not my fault you're
Rob?
old, Scott.
No, dude,
Just
I turned
because
48
the
yesterday.
kangaroo
You cannot
rap
fucking love it.
does not make it a hip hop film.
Hey, I didn't say
Let
it's
us
a
be
hip-hop
very
film. I
clear.
said-
It does
Hey.
have hipping and hopping with the
Yeah.
Rap is a part of hip hop,
Okay.
but not all hip hop is rap.
It's
Yeah.
not all
No,
hip
I'm
hop is
saying what-
considered equal.
you know.
No, I said when I think of hip hop, like the name, I think of Kangaroo Jack because he goes like hip hop, hippity hop. And
Dude, that's
you know,
Sugar Hill Gang.
Mhm.
I mean, look, Sugar Hill
I'm
Gang.
saying the word hip
Yeah,
hop.
yeah.
I said
Hip
hip
hop's the original.
hop, a hip You know, I mean,
My name's Kangaroo Jack.
that's 1980. I was
Yeah.
5 when
Just
Sugar Hill
seeing
Gang came out.
Scott do it with his redneck outfit, it
Dude,
kills
yeah.
me.
Well, see, I got I said a hip hop, a hip. I look like a Rodney Carrington thing going on. You know what it was? I had
Jenkins
my
had
shirt. I had my shirt
Friday-
down here. I just
Friday
grabbed whatever
After
shirt was in the
Next.
closet.
Yo, Friday After Next was funny as heck.
Yeah. And by the way, he's
Oh,
still
yeah, when
eating
you
over
start
there.
getting Cat Williams into
That
the
gif
mix.
has been on loop for like 8 minutes now.
Yeah.
Every time I'm
Yeah,
in the
just-
kitchen.
You in the
With his
kitchen. Oh God.
God, that government cheese line. Like, you know, it's funny because July 4th obviously was a month ago, but as soon as I hit July 4th, I was just thinking to myself about government cheese.
Oh wow.
It couldn't take a crap for 2 weeks. July 18th, everybody's running for the bathroom.
See, Rob, I'm just gonna let you know this is good for you because it helps you get some type of understanding of how things are run.
Oh, I've got understandings.
Yo,
Oh, you know?
he's probably drawing a lot of conclusions right now.
Oh, he probably think we're crazy. Crazy insane.
No, it's just funny seeing Davion try to black-splain culture to Buddy the Elf in the other corner.
Dude, you got 3 redneck looking dudes.
Like,
here.
there couldn't be a more diverse border between Davion's is literally ebony and ivory. This is Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney just playing together.
By the way, I just wanna
Wait,
point this out.
wait. Not like Paul, I'm just gonna let you know. Stop.
There is a rumor that Stevie Wonder actually is not blind. A lot of artists have said that. Lionel Richie has said that. Shaq has said that. That basically the way he acts like he actually has, he can actually see. Lionel Richie friggin' came out and said it. And that's a big deal to say that Stevie Wonder is not blind. I don't know how, I don't know for sure one way or the other. I'm kind of okay either way, because if he's blind, okay, awesome, but if Stevie Wonder can see, he pulled the biggest con job on everybody for decades.
Well, here's the thing. The fact that you said Lionel Richie said that he could see. It's almost as if Lionel Richie said, "Hey, is it me you're looking for?" And Stevie said, "Yes."
I can see it in your eye. I can see it in your smile.
I can see it in your soul, you lying bastard.
But yeah, Shaq was telling a story once that basically Shaq was on an elevator. Stevie Wonder came in and just said, "Hey, Shaq." But it's like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think if Stevie Wonder wasn't blind, I think that would be awesome because he pulled such a con job for 50 years.
From what I heard, he is legally blind, but technically not.
Okay, so he has some vision, like maybe peripherals or something.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I never really
Right,
knew
but
the
at
story
this
on that.
age, I think cataract probably hit him.
By the way, can I just point something out since we're
He's
talking
old
about
enough
hip hop
now.
and everything?
Sure.
Coolio's song "Gangster's Paradise." is a near 100% ripoff of a Stevie Wonder song called Pastime Paradise.
Yes, it is.
If you ever listen to the song Pastime Paradise in 1976, it is the exact same song. I was blown away the first time I heard that. So, anyway.
Next film.
Yes.
Well, please, isn't it Will Smith that ripped him off for Wild Wild West?
Yes.
Well, yeah, Wild Wild West, but also when he did
But
Men
he
in
paid
Black.
his dues, though.
When he did the song Men in Black, that was there was a song from the 80s that had that same song.
Yeah.
Forget Me Nots, I think was the name of the song.
That's my favorite hip hop movie, Men in Black.
Yes,
No, I'm kidding.
Dude, Men in Black is what made Will Smith known as like a solo rap artist, too.
Right.
You know, up until that point, he was still Fresh
I
Prince in
think-
some facet or form.
Well, Summertime did.
Summertime stuff. Yeah, but see that, but Summertime really wasn't a hit like say Men in Black was.
Yeah, it wasn't a hit.
You know, I mean, listen, he had a song basically said, "I wish I could fight Mike Tyson," you know, which had Mike Tyson in the video too.
Yeah.
Because when I had my 80s radio show, I'm like, okay, I got to pull some really weird stuff out of the archives. Found that one.
Yeah, but LL Cool J had Mama said knock you out. So,
Yeah.
I mean, boxing was just a thing back
And
then.
LL Cool J played a very soft, diminutive guy in Last Holiday with Queen Latifah.
Yeah.
Cute romantic film. I actually rather like it.
And Kangaroo Jack said that as well. You know, when we're gonna knock you out.
Dude, this is your last Kangaroo Jack reference.
Yes,
I
please.
know.
You're cut off.
Hey,
from
he
the thing.
said, "Mom, we're gonna knock you out."
Jerry
so
O'Connell
sorry.
does not fall into this conversation at all. The dude from Sliders does not fall into this conversation. Anthony Anderson, I think. I'll give Anthony Anderson I think, a pass. I think he was in that movie. But
He was.
yeah, okay. Yeah, before he was on Law and Order.
Dun, dun,
That's
dun,
hard.
dun, 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 dun.
I'm sorry, I didn't have the chance to read.
All
what
right,
you were actually
we
talking
should
about.
move on from poor John Witherspoon. Him like licking his
Yeah,
fingers
he's
and
still
everything
eating
after.
He's got a lot of food in his
It's a
hand.
bit
doesn't
much.
he?
Yeah, he's been tasting a lot. May he rest.
It's gonna be bloated by the time this video's over.
Dude, really? You're gonna run for the bathroom. There,
I'm saying you're gonna be hitting that bathroom again, and you
Yeah,
ain't gonna
right.
like it.
there. We'll get
Whoa.
Ice Cube in his nostrils.
Yeah, that's great.
I got a question. Would poetic justice count?
That's what I was. Yeah,
I would count that. Yeah,
I would count poetic justice.
yeah. I mean, it is. It is.
Wait, whoa, pause. Wait, Ryan, hold on.
why is Ryan disagreeing?
Did Rob just agreed with poetic justice?
Yeah, I've seen that movie. Thank you.
Rob, do you want to have any thoughts on that?
Yes.
I actually really love that movie. It's just ever since there's movies I can't remember the name and stuff, so that's why I kind of haven't been commenting. But I grew up with a lot, not with everything you guys have mentioned, but I grew up with this movie a lot. And there's a couple other ones I was trying to think of, but I can't just think
Sure.
them off the top of my head.
You
Like
know?
I was saying, with the whole trip, we didn't get back until like 2 a.m. and then I've been sleeping all day. I didn't get an actual chance to see what we were actually, or I would have did a little research. And
He just
have it-
came in on blind faith. It's like, this will be fine. It's
I'm
like
like,
that
I'll
one
come
meme.
in
It's
I
like,
got a movie.
okay, this is fine.
I got a movie.
But yes, poetic justice. Love it.
Yeah, I'll give it. Because you know what? Like I said, it's more the
Go with
actors
one
that
of
were
those
in it.
ones where it's like it's touching on something that you don't normally see in a lot of hip hop films, which is the romantic
Yeah.
element. I think there's only maybe like a handful you could probably say that talk about like a budding relationship amongst everything that's around you. I think it's pretty much this and what was it? Brown Sugar,
Mhm.
I think.
Yeah. And Love and Basketball.
Yeah, okay. By the way, when we hit
Right.
the year 2000, I want to throw one into the mix just to get your thoughts either way. But we're still in the 90s at this point.
Okay.
So so we'll go with that.
Well, I mean, I thought we were just like yelling out movies for decades.
All right, you want me to throw this one out there just for funsies?
Throw it.
Yeah, sure.
Romeo
Yes,
Must Die.
it does count. Does count.
Because it's Aaliyah also. That's the thing.
Not just a lead. You had DMX,
Yeah.
and the story is basically soundtrack, the music, everything. So
Yes, Romeo and Juliet, basically in the inner city.
now I do have a film.
Well, now hold on. Just real quick. If Romeo Must Die counts, then The Last Dragon has to count.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, you might as well put it.
All right, because I mean, I know.
Put Ty Mac.
Well, no, I mean, it's typically known. I mean, whether you're Wu-Tang Clan or not, there is an affinity for like martial arts when it comes to like hip hop. And I think every single dude's got like his own favorite like Jackie Chan or martial arts movie. So I think you could almost say like what is it? RZA's The Man with the Iron Fist. That could semi be comparable, but it's in a different date and time.
Right.
But it's still got like the overall vibe in a sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I was not crazy about Jet Li in this movie. I think he's better in certain other things. Too much wire work,
right.
but it still, in this case, qualifies as hip hop, and also because I crushed on Aaliyah hardcore.
All of us did.
That woman was just gorgeous.
Especially R. Kelly.
Oh,
I was not going to go down that road. I was literally enjoying that role right there.
I
you
believe
have to
I can
ruin
fly.
it. You have to ruin it. Thank you. You're bad.
Hi guys.
Oh, dude, did you really have to bring R. Kelly into this? Oh, dude.
Hey, you wanted to bring in Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, yes. I mean, Aaliyah, yes, but I was not even thinking about that direction.
R. Kelly, bro. You just went left.
Look, Aaliyah was a great dancer, but she couldn't act worth a damn. All right, I'm sorry.
Listen, that's what happens with a lot of artists, though.
Yeah.
A lot of musical artists are Instagram. We talked about Mandalorian. You had Lizzo alongside Jack Black. Lizzo couldn't act. Jack Black could. So you put them together, and basically you have a decent-ish scene.
Shoot.
And you had Christopher Lloyd.
Right, but
because reasons, that was
that's the thing. It's like everyone sees like something like 8 Mile, and they think, oh, well, they can transition easily. It's like, no, not always.
Well,
that's the excuse. That's not the ballpoint. That's not the main focus.
You know what? Since we mentioned 8 Mile, we probably should get into that one too, because I was debating if you should end on 8 Mile, but we're gonna keep going.
Look at Future. Look at past Captain America. Look at Captain America.
It's Anthony Mackie. 20 as what was the name of that movie? Clarence, I think. In the end of that rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes to a prep school. But what was weird about this one is that
little Clarence has some very nice parents.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
That was the Jay-Z reference.
Yeah. But what was unique about this one is the fact that you had, a white guy in the lead of a hip hop film, which really had never really happened. Not saying forget rest of Hollywood in this case. In this arena, it was unique.
Yeah.
And obviously, B Rabbit and all that, and Justin Bartha, which nobody remembers. Years before the Hangover movies, he was in that. It was surprising because it caught a lot of people off guard because it's like Slim Shady can act.
Like, of course.
Yeah. I do have if anybody before I get into, I have a story that I want to tell on this, but
sure.
I want to let you guys have a couple of minutes before I get into mine. I owe it to you, that one. So, anybody have anything?
I don't think it's unfair to say stuff about like rappers can't act. I mean, they were doing it back in like the 80s when you had things like Wild Style, Beach Street, Crush Groove. You had things that were definitely based more on like the environment and the music.
Mm-hmm.
You had things based more on like the environment and the music and the environment that they wanted to put out there, rather than like the name recognizability.
Mm-hmm.
Like I never heard of KRS-One until I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things where they just kind of like slipped in there. But yeah, to have someone of notoriety be able to pull it up, you only saw that with like maybe Madonna and Dick Tracy, or Whitney Houston and The Preacher's Wife, stuff like that. You never really saw it too much from like a white rapper, period. I'd say the only thing close to that where you had like a white male lead was like
Rob,
Malibu's Most Wanted, which was just
what I'm going to have to do here, right?
Oh my God.
Okay.
No, he did.
What happened?
Well, finish your thought first.
Finish
I'll
your
finish my
thought.
story, and then we're going to go with what Rob decided to put in the chat, which is not actually wrong one iota.
Hold on, no. I want to see what he put in the chat. I want to see what he put.
He is correct here. He's 100% correct.
Are you out your damn mind?
Listen, he's not wrong.
not
I mean,
wrong.
the reality is, the Coolest Ice movie is technically a hip hop movie, kind of, with a dude who is just like whiter than I am. I mean, this is the era of snow.
This is as much a hip hop movie as Oppenheimer. God damn, man! Come on.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
I can't breathe.
Man, he's mentioning this thing.
Well, because here's the thing. He mentioned Ninja Turtles 2 in Go Ninja Go, play fine. But that was more of a cameo. But here, he was the lead of the movie.
No, having a single musical performance does not a hip hop movie make.
Oh God, my stomach is literally hurting right now. I'm literally getting a stitch in my left side that hurts so
I
bad.
almost spit out my water.
Oh God,
And that is why Rob's here.
Oh God, thank you, Rob, you glorious bastard.
Oh my God. You made Ryan mad. Oh my God, he made Ryan mad.
Go Ninja, go Ninja.
He made Ryan
We'll
mad.
go too long with that. I don't want to get any
Oh my
monetized.
God. Hey guys, this is first in
This
history.
freaking movie.
He made Ryan mad, ladies and gentlemen.
Technically, Scott made him mad by putting that movie out there.
Oh sure. Yeah. By the way, I like the bus that you just threw
Yes.
under right there.
I go to the chat looking for something innocent. I see Go Ninja, Go. So I'm like, okay, I see where he's going with this. I come back up here. I see that freaking poster, and I'm like,
Gotta love it. All right,
I'm gonna put one film up here,
I was,
Okay.
and I want y'all to think horror.
Ghost Dog? No.
Well,
no.
still count,
Tales from the Hood.
huh? What you say?
Tales from the
Tales
Hood.
from the Hood.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, with the late great Clarence Thomas III.
yeah.
was there any hip hop? I know we've been doing a lot of live action, but is there any like cartoons or
We just
shows?
Well,
Oh,
we covered
you missed
Baby's
Baby's
Kids.
Kids.
You miss Baby's Kids.
Well, I meant anything else.
Well, not counting Hammerman.
Yeah.
No, I already exhausted that one.
But yeah, Tales from the Hood is one of those films that put horror in the urban community on its map because it basically told stories about the negativities of doing certain things in the hood that had repercussions. And the way this was done was very well done. It was well done. Like, I loved the way they made this film. Even though they tried to make sequels, they shouldn't have.
Yeah, no, the sequels with Keith David.
Yeah, and then there was a third one that kind of was kind of okay. The third one was okay. I will put 1, 3, and 2.
Okay.
Because the third one was with Tony Todd.
Yes.
Okay, well, I mean, it's Tony Todd, so I give him like some credit. But hold on. So then, if we're counting Tales from the Hood, do we also count Candyman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty liberal on how we're handling this, so.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, there aren't too many horror films that you could say are very hip hop oriented.
the original Candyman, ladies and gentlemen.
And I would
not the new one that's out.
No, it's Tony Todd.
Well, no. Actually, I was talking about the new one that was out because the new one that's out, I think, leaned a little more an urban environment, whereas the original Candyman was just about like, ex-slavery slashing up white people. So I
Mm.
mean, the new one makes more sense to be in a hip hop movie than the first one does.
All right.
All right.
Although I would say if we're gonna go with horror films, and since you were brought up Snoop Dogg at the beginning, Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And please, none
But
of the
what we will not count
Leprechaun.
is the Leprechaun movies.
Exactly. Leprechaun do not count, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, it's funny. I forgot
No.
about Bones.
There was a
Yeah, it's like the only time I really gave like Snoop Dogg some legitimate props for acting. I mean,
You're not counting Soul Plane?
he was trying to portray, it worked.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another horror film that was out. Succubus.
Mm.
Succubus?
I think that, yeah, it was a. Hold on.
Like, is it called Succubus or is it about a succubus?
It's about Succubus. Hold on.
Succubus.
Hold on.
Oh, you stumped me on that one.
I know. I'm sorry. Because there was another horror movie. No. Back in the 80s, and if I'm not mistaken.
I just can't get Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go out of my head. Oh, man.
Did you see my other comment, Scott?
You didn't have another comment. I didn't read that one. I saw nothing about Jar Jar Binks.
You saw everything about Jar Jar Binks.
See, that's something I would imagine we AI.
Oh, yo!
All right. Well, while he's researching Succubus,
No.
we can go. I think we.
Oh, okay. Here it is. Death by Temptation.
Okay.
But there's another one that popped up. And yes, this does fall under 50 years of hip hop and film.
Okay.
The People Under the Stairs.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't remember the movie so well, so it's like I can't really say one way or the other.
The People Under the Stairs is what, like, they had this crazy husband and wife that technically kidnapped this one white girl that's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was it was this black kid and his uncle that tried to break into the house. The uncle get killed, and to find out that the husband and wife are siblings, like brother and sister, and they had these children that are deformed. So what they'll do is try to get the kids to eat human meat.
Just an old-fashioned love song.
Yeah.
So how is this a hip hop film?
Because
they eat the hip.
Yeah, no, but they have a lot of rap music into this and stuff like that. And the kid in the film,
people who eat people,
and the kid wind up negotiating with the disformed kids to get everybody out, and the girl, and wind up there's a rap song at the end, and that's the end of the film.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the person under the stairs ended up becoming a wizard. So.
Okay. Vampire
All
Brooklyn
right.
does count.
Between what's a hip hop film and what's just a black film, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know, not.
I feel like we're
again, it's kind of like rap and hip hop. Not all are the same.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it has to be more. Here's the thing: if it has, to me, in my mind, if it has a known hip hop artist, you know, LL Cool J or Cube, anybody like that, fine. Ice-T, which we barely covered in this one, surprisingly.
Or
That's
Vanilla Ice.
No, we're not counting that. But I mean, in this case, a noted rap artist, noted, N-O-T-E-D.
A good one.
N-O-T-E-D, not a guy who had a one-hit wonder that was a ripoff of a David Bowie song.
Ice, baby.
No. I will, I would count it just because it has.
Rob, you Wonder Bread mother.
Dude, I'm white as crap. You're whiter than me somehow. I don't even know how that's possible. I once had the nickname of Captain White Bread at a job. Somehow you were whiter than I am. Of course, actually, I had that job.
Rob's going down sourdough road right now.
Dude, yeah.
So
goodbye, sourdough road.
So here's the other counter. They do count Spawn.
Yeah, okay.
As a hip hop movie.
I can give it. Yeah, dude, I would give Spawn. Also, because Spawn is just awesome anyway, so I'm a little biased a little bit.
So,
I mean, I would probably count Blade more than Spawn.
You could put Blade too.
But okay.
But how is Blade a hip hop?
Well, the thing is, like,
First
something like Spawn seems more metal than hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
So is Space Jam a hip hop movie? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and there was never a Space Jam too.
Kick him out. Please.
Hey, if you call Blade, hold on. If you're calling Blade a hip hop movie, I'm just saying.
I said Spawn. I ain't say nothing about Blade.
Ryan said Blade.
Spawn more than Blade.
Well, you know what? I would still count Michael Jordan as a better actor than Vanilla Ice. So if we're going by hierarchy,
you're right on that. You're right on that. I agree. I like Michael Jordan.
God, that Space Jam 1 was good.
Right. It's on the low tier.
I think we talked New Jack City already. Yeah, we touched on New Jack City already, I think.
No, but that soundtrack though, the Monstars anthem alone hit them high.
God, that was sick. Hit them high. Oh God.
I believe I can fly.
All right, we gotta throw him out.
I think. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Stop mentioning R. Kelly.
He's trying too hard on an era before he was born.
Yeah.
It's like me trying to explain any of the movies my mother-in-law watches all day long that are in black and white. So,
all right.
We probably should start to close with that.
Okay, so
give him a chance for talk about Chicago and not the musical.
Yeah.
Yes, not the musical.
Yes. Fair enough.
Or the movie. Wasn't there a movie called Chicago?
Yes. Well, actually, that was based on that was the Broadway musical.
Oh, okay.
He had it coming. He had it coming. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane. Demonetized, getting demonetized. So, all right. So,
guys,
I figure. By the way, did you have any others you want to touch on, or are you okay?
Ryan?
No. Okay. Go ahead, Rob. The floor is yours.
So we just got back from Chicago Fan Expo. I drove like 9 hours for that convention. That con was great. There was celebrities like the Back to the Future cast, which I did get to meet Michael, and it was a sad moment of my life because of how bad he is. They used him as kind of like a signing machine.
It was almost like a prop for money. I got the vibe on that. He was like huffing and puffing, so it was. I even heard him from the distance tell his people, "We need to hurry this up," and there was still probably about 500 people still there to meet him. I was able to meet him before all the, but anyway, so got to meet him, got to meet the other Back to the Future cast. There was other people like Giancarlo Esposito, which is from Mandalorian. There was Barry Bostwick was there. I didn't get to see Susan Sarandon because she had like a tent, but she was there. So yeah, it was a good time. The food was amazing. The food in Arkansas sucks. And I had deep dish pizza. Oh my gosh, I just died. Or
passed away just like from a food coma because
Not real pizza, but okay.
Listen, it's probably better pizza than Arkansas has. If I know what Maine
you
pizza
do
is,
not
I can teach you
talk
Arkansas
trash
pizza.
about Chicago pizza until
No,
you
Chicago
live in
pizza is okay.
Chicago.
Arkansas pizza probably sucks ass.
It does.
By definition, talking about Chicago pizza is talking about trash.
Ooh.
So by that definition, by me talking about Ryan, that means he's white. No, I'm kidding.
Here's
I'm
the thing:
just
the
kidding.
debate of whether New York style or Chicago style pizza is as prominent nationwide as the pork roll versus Taylor ham thing is in Jersey.
That's like the Cubs versus the Yankees.
Cubs right now.
No, but it has been scientifically proven that because of York, New Jersey, we
That is
make
true.
the best pizza because of the water that is used for the dough.
It is a
Have you
statistic-
had
Science has
Chicago-
proven this.
Have you had Chicago pizza?
Yes.
No, I'm talking about
I
Ryan.
have had Chicago pizza.
From Chicago.
It is a quiche. It is not pizza.
It's more like a pie, really.
It is a quiche.
Here's the thing: it is a statistical fact that New Jersey has the best pizza in the country. It is a proven fact. Forbes, New York Times, USA Today has proven it based on the water. New York City pizza is better than New Jersey. I can argue that one, but New Jersey as a state, because of the wide variety of choices that we've got, it is considered a better pizza. Yes.
I know I'm not going to win this argument because I got 3 New Jerseys right here, so it's kind of like biased, because
Listen,
you
I'll
guys
send you
are
the article.
from New
Like I said,
Jersey.
it's not me; it's science.
It's not
Science,
biased if
I
it's
don't
correct.
believe science.
Fucking science. Just ask Albert Einstein. He invented space. Anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead.
But yes, so I had a blast at that. I was running at the convention all weekend as Buddy the Elf, which I am tonight, and because Scott set me up for failure. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I will tell you, Scott, that there's a certain person with my business card, and I told him about our idea. And he looked very interested. He said he'll give it to his agent to get a hold of us.
Okay, done.
So, but yes, we got to talk to a lot of the different people.
Trying to recover from that little
Yeah, I was
slap
gonna
he
say.
got.
Good recovery.
The
Hey,
Arkansas guy to the 3 Jersey people. Talking hip hop and rap, let me just say this phrase. Let me make this statement loud and clear. Jersey's here. All right?
Yeah,
Prop to back Rob. All right?
yeah. No, I know Jersey's there. It's okay. It's okay, and I love you all for it.
Jersey rings food and
I love us, Scott.
He had to pull out the statistics.
yep.
Chicago's not even top 10 people.
Well,
Places for pizza.
remember, it's by state.
Yeah, Illinois is there.
Yeah, you're in there.
It's number 4.
Yeah, but Illinois could also have.
You guys
Oh.
got beat by Connecticut.
Dang.
Connecticut.
I'm sorry, it's very hard to read that small print.
Oh, he could blow it up. Blow it up.
No, I see now.
Yeah,
I see
zoom
it.
in, zoom in.
Blow that shit up.
There you go.
I see it's number 4 now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see, there you go.
see,
By the
number
way, I just
one-
want to point out I'm not actually like picking and choosing articles here. So I'm just literally just basically pulling up whatever list I can find. First one
No,
out.
you're good. I'm
So-
messing. But in my eyes, until I have New York or Connecticut or Jersey pizza, Chicago's been the best pizza I've ever tried in my life.
Which is not a problem. I don't disagree on
Yeah,
that one.
we don't
you know.
disagree.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
dissing
just not
Chicago.
pizza, that's all.
But in our case, it's our bagels, our tomatoes, and our pizza. Or actually, New Jersey is the 3rd largest exporter of tomatoes.
What's
in
the
the country.
definition of a pizza, Ryan? Because you keep calling it not a pizza. What's the
A
definition?
pizza
It's
is
deep
not a
dish.
quiche.
Of course, it's going to be like a pie. It's deep dish. It's the
No,
definition.
I've seen deep dish pizzas. I've seen grandma pizzas. I've seen square pizzas. It ain't none of that reverse cheese sauce nonsense that they got going on over there in Chicago.
Hey, that's what makes it work.
If you have to eat it with a knife and fork,
I didn't.
you're doing it
actually.
wrong.
No, I didn't. I took it like a regular pizza and I ate it like a
I
man.
took it like a man. Take it like a
You
man.
got
But
the
yes.
sauce- Wait.
So
Yeah, well, you know a better way to do it like with that? You take your 2 slices, you put one on top of the other, you do the
Yes.
John Travolta thing, and you eat it all at
See,
once.
that
That thing is a quiche.
no,
Quiche.
that
Pie,
is
dude.
a pizza, and that was delicious. and I died this weekend. I had food comas for Delore, and the food was great.
I don't. Yeah,
Rob.
I
And
said,
I was
that's just a little too thick for my blood there.
Hey,
one
Rob,
of the things. What?
I'm gonna ask you something. While eating that pizza, did you stain your elf outfit?
No. And I did eat it as Buddy. I went to the middle of Chicago as Buddy the Elf. No, I did not actually get any pizza sauce on my suit at all. I promise you that.
Right, because you didn't actually eat
Because I
pizza.
did eat
That's
pizza,
why
Ryan.
pizza.
Ryan, leave me alone.
Hey, listen, Ryan is defending me after the insults you threw in my direction. He's defending
You
my
know
honor.
what? I was
Look, you with your Eric LaSalle red hair, all right?
He's got the
With your Jerry curl.
But yes, it was pretty funny going to downtown Chicago as Buddy the Elf, and the entire weekend I was Buddy wherever I went, and it was cool. Is I was across the street from Wrigley Field, so that was cool to see that in person.
Classic.
Yeah, I went there as Buddy the Elf wherever we went. It was great because they don't expect that kind of stuff. So, and yes, this food was delicious, and I would try it again and again and again and again.
You know, here's the thing: you got to, if you're gonna go to Chicago as Buddy the Elf, you got to sit there and be like, talk like this.
I know. I need to go to New York.
Congratulations. The Bears, the Bulls,
the Bears,
the
Bears. Bulls, the White Sox,
the White Sox,
Blackhawks.
Yeah, the Blackhawks, the Chicago Fire. Oh, actually, I'm starting to sound like Rain Man. Oh yeah, definitely Chicago Fire. Definitely Chicago Fire. Definitely 72,419 people in attendance.
It was kind of cool.
You kind of feel like they did on SNL where Chris Farley always had like a heart attack, and he was like,
"Yeah." They have one episode where George went on there too, which is great.
So one of the cool stories I did find out is, have you guys ever seen the movie My Best Friend's Wedding?
Yes.
So
not a hip hop movie.
Well, no, definitely not a hip hop movie, but neither is Buddy. So, so I met Dermont. I don't know how to say his last name, but he's Dirty Steve from Young Guns, and he's from My Best Friend's Wedding. He's the main character. He was explaining that the one scene was actually filmed at the O'Hare airport, so I thought that was cool.
Okay, nice.
Wait, who? That's Rupert Everett?
No, Dermont. His name is Dermont. I don't know how to say his last name.
Oh, Dermot Mulroney.
Yeah. Oh, so sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
He was explaining to me about how he's like, yeah, this movie was actually filmed like a couple blocks from here at the O'Hare airport. I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
All right, nice.
So, and it was cool because I met Christopher Lloyd, and he's been in a bunch of Chicago movies, Angels in the Outfield, and it was really good to be back at home, and yeah, so I enjoyed it.
Nice. So, all right, we probably should wrap this up. I think at this point it's already 10 o'clock.
Merry Christmas, guys! Go listen to a hip hop song.
Yes.
Or a movie.
I said hip hop. Hip hop.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
All right, Ryan, please end this.
Yes.
Wait, Ryan, you mean Day?
Oh, yeah, Day. I'm sorry.
I'm not ending this. No. The last thing you want is for the white guy to end the episode on hip hop. This is what DVN is made for.
You know what it is?
All right.
Day usually closes us out.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, with Tales from the Film Set, this is Davey. That's Rob. That's Scott. And that's Ryan. Well, wrong way direction. And we're out of here.
We've been doing this for how many years, Dave? How many?